Today we're going to do something a little different. We are going to go to the dogs. My little girl here, this is Sparkle. I've had her for 3 years now. And I feed my dogs raw. Every dog I've ever had, I've fed them either raw or cooked meal, depending on what their dietary needs are. When I got her, she had a lot of skin issues, and I ended up having to do a allergy test on her to find out exactly what she was allergic to, because no matter what I fed her, she broke out and she looked like she had chicken pox. She had little bumps all over her. It was horrible. So I got the skin test done, and now that I know what she's allergic to, I can make her diet customary to her needs and make sure that she has what she needs and doesn't have any issues anymore. So one of the main things that she was allergic to is all birds. Chicken, duck, poultry, turkey, anything like that. She was allergic to all birds. She's allergic to a lot of fish, certain fish, so I had to only use certain fish oils. I thought I was using a good fish oil, and come to find out it was mixed with fish that she was allergic to and breaking out. She's also allergic to carrots, really highly allergic to carrots, and carrots are in a lot of dog foods. You have to be careful with potatoes, peas, anything like that. Unless you really know what your dog is allergic to, it's really hard to customize their diet. You're kind of just shooting around in the dark. So if you have a dog that is really allergic to a lot of things, or if you see that your dog smells like Cheetos when they lick their feet, that means they have yeast. When a dog has yeast, it's usually from carbs. So you want to eliminate the carbs. You want to get rid of your rice, your potatoes. Anything that has carbs needs to go out of their diet. Well, the problem is now what they're doing is they're switching them to a carb-free diet. Well, the carb-free diet has peas. And let me tell you, they're still out on exactly what the effects of feeding dogs peas, because that's what they use in a carb-free diet to bind to dog food. So a lot of dogs who are on this pea diet are finding that they're having organ issues and they're dying from organ issues. So if your dog is on a special diet because of a certain medical condition, you need to keep him on that diet. A lot of the science diets are specifically for dogs who have a certain need. I hate science diet, but if they have a certain need, they need to be on it. So you need to keep them on it. This is for healthy dogs. I changed my dog to raw when she was just a puppy. She was only 1 year old. She was on crappy kibble, canine something, I don't know. But it wasn't agreeing with her. She refused to eat it. And when you switch your dog to raw, you want to do it slowly. You want to just give them a little tiny meatball, at every feeding, slowly increase it over 2 weeks, or they will get the runs. When your dog is completely on raw, what happens is their stomach turns more acidic. So when their stomach is more acidic, they can kill bad bacteria, because you hear a lot of things about dog food that, is contaminated. You're not going to see that with raw being an issue, because the dog's stomach is so acidic. When it hits the stomach, they're fine. It's going to kill them, kill whatever it is. So not kill the dog, of course, kill the bacteria. But yeah, my little girl here, you can see she's really healthy. She still has allergies, not as bad. You can see her little face. A lot of people ask me, what about the face? What can I do about the brown stuff? I'm in the industry. I've tried everything on the market. Nothing works. The only thing that works is antibiotics. You do not want to give your dog antibiotics on a regular basis, because if something really does happen, they're going to build immunity against the antibiotics. Those IMV, all that stuff, it's all antibiotics. So you don't want to give your dog that. I'd rather have the little brown. I just shave it out, no big deal. But you got to look at allergies as like, a little scale. The more stuff that they're allergic to, the more it's going to tip the scale. If you can take some off the scale and make it to where their immune system can handle it, like the environmental, there's nothing you can do about environmental. So then you just want to take away the food allergies and get them to where they can handle the environmental allergies. So that's the goal. My little girl, she very rarely goes outside. She is an indoor dog. She has a potty pad. When she does go outside, I sure don't let her run through grass or anything like that. She is my baby, as you can see. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to make a raw diet. I am using my food storage. I dehydrate and I have freeze dried that I get from Thrive Life. And I'm going to show you how to mix this up. The mineral supplement is from Mercola Pet. The doctor there, she used to work for zoos, and she talks about biologically appropriate diets. You don't see animals at the zoo eating kibble out of a bag. No, they're eating what they would normally eat in the wild. Same with dogs. And a lot of people say, well, you know, dogs aren't supposed to eat potatoes or, you know, any type of stuff like that. But actually in the wild, they eat wild animals who eat greens, grains, that type of stuff. So we get grains, only they get it secondhand through the animals that they eat. So it isn't the main part of their diet. It is a secondary of their diet. So let's go on. I'll show you how to make this. It's really simple. And there's no reason why, you know, you shouldn't be making it for your dog. You know, I've heard all the stories, you know, kibble's so easy. I can just plop it on the floor, leave it there all day. Not what you want to do. What's really nice about when you feed raw, they're excited, they want to eat, they eat twice a day when they're done, you know, or I leave it down there 10 minutes. If it's not gone 10 minutes, it's gone. When I first got her, let me tell you, I carried the food around with me. You know, I had dehydrated raw, and then I carried it with me, or freeze-dried, whatever. She followed me everywhere. I taught her how to sit, how to stay. I didn't have to worry about her running out the front door or running down the street. No. I can walk her down the street, no leash. She'll be right next to me. She watches me every single move I make. And it helps them make sure that they know you're the pack leader. That's what you want to teach your dog. You're the pack leader. You have the food. You're going to work for your food. And, you know, dogs don't want to be the pack leader. They want to be part of the pack. They don't want to be the pack leader. So this helps you teach them that you're the one in charge. So let's go. Let's go make some food. So this is the vitamin supplement that you want to use. It's from Dr. Mercola. And it has a little recipe. They also have recipes online so that you can customize it for your dog. And basically you want to fix the meat, the vegetables, the omega-3, which is a marine source. But I use cod liver oil because my dog is allergic to a lot of different kinds of fish. And cod liver oil is one of the ones that she is not allergic to. And then put in 1 packet of the meal mix. So today I'm using my dehydrated collards. These come right out of my garden. So they are packed full of vitamins for my doggie. This is some dehydrated pumpkin that came out of my garden last year. And this is kale. My dog loves kale. She will eat it right out of the garden. When I'm working in the garden, she's standing there crunching on the kale that's hanging over the edge. She loves them. And these are green beans. See, they're dehydrated little green beans. They came out of the garden too. Everything I grow is organic, so she gets everything organic, non-GMO. GMO is really bad for dogs. You'll see big tumors and cysts and cancer. That's all from GMO food. And this is dehydrated apples. And I'm going to go ahead and put all these together. And this is I get from Butcher Box. It is organic, 100% grass-fed meat. Non-GMO. They only eat grass. There's no grains. And I'm going to mix this up with some of the other stuff, and we're going to make some raw food. This only takes like 10-15 minutes to mix. Very, very simple. Alright, so I stuck everything in my little mixer. This is, of course, your regular mixer, and you put this on top, and I'm going to grind this down into a powder and then rehydrate it. This is the powder that I got from those vegetables. As you can see, it's all grounded down. So I'm going to add a little water. You can certainly use fresh if you want to use fresh, but I'm going to use dehydrated. What's convenient about dehydrated is I always got some on hand. Always. I mean, it doesn't matter what I need. My shelf has got it. Somebody's hungry. Hey, Sparkles. Are you ready for some food? Are you ready to eat? Are you going to eat? We're making it. I'm making it really quick. Okay, so in the pot I have the ground beef and the rehydrated vegetables. And then I'm going to put in a little of the cod liver oil. This is just human food grade cod liver oil, so I know it's a good grade. And then you put in the 1 pack of vitamins from Dr. Mercola. And this makes sure that you're not missing anything, especially like taurine. You want to make sure you have taurine because dogs can get really sick without taurine. But you know what, those kibble dog foods, it's like giving your dog candy and then adding a multivitamin to make sure it's balanced. Most of them are just garbage. And this is so easy to make. And you know your dog's getting what is specific to your dog. Your dog's not going to be allergic to it if you know what your dogs are allergic to. Because there isn't a dog food on the market my dog can eat because everything has carrots. Or everything has chicken. Or the fish that she's allergic to. And there we go. That's how easy. Then what I do is I make these into little patties, like 4-ounce patties. Because my dog don't eat much. I'm sure if you have a big dog, they're going to go through it pretty quick. I mean, you can make a huge batch, but this will last my dog probably maybe a week and a half. Week and a half. I mean, just that quick I mixed her food. How much more convenient can that be? There we go. There we go. And so basically she gets like that much. That's all she gets. Twice a day. That's simple. Oh boy, you know what I have. You want your food? Sit. And that's how you teach your dog to work for their food. Stay. Sit. And she will not eat her food until I tell her she can. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go on. And there she goes. I just taught my dog to sit, stay, and to eat only from me. That easily. Now she knows I'm pack leader because I gave her her food and she absolutely loves it. She will clean that thing all the way dry. They will get excited about eating. They won't snub their nose to it. They will gobble it up like you've never seen them gobble their food before. How much easier can that be? Is that good? Is that yummy? Jason, my girl. Huh? Look at that. It is gone. And that is the difference between kibble and raw. They will clean their plates. Is that yummy? Yes, is that yummy? Sit. Sit. Good girl. You're such a good girl. Yes, I love you. I love you. Yes, I do. This is my girl. This is my girl. Okay, so the rest of this food, she won't eat all of it before it goes bad. So I will just take it and put it into little patties, and I will freeze them. And then take them out one by one as I need them. Each patty will be probably 2 days worth of food, maybe 1, depending on how hungry she is that day. What else is nice too about raw is you control the food so they're not sitting there nibbling all day long. So now you know that your dog's not going to get overweight If you see your dog is gaining too much weight, you need to ease up on the food. Either lower the fat content and add more vegetables, or if they're underweight, you can add more fat and decrease the vegetables. So that way I know. Or you can just give them more food. You know, that way your dogs are guaranteed to be at a nice weight and not be fat or too skinny. And they're going to be healthy. Their coat will shine. There you go. When you're getting the hamburger, you want to go 80-20. If your dog's overweight, go 90-10, you know. But they need the fat. So if you have a healthy dog that's eating regularly, you're going to want to go 80-20 on your meat or fat content. You can always add more fat if you want to. It's really easy. So there you go. And I'm going to throw these in the freezer and freeze them up, and then she'll have more food for the next week. How easy is that? It is not hard to make raw dog food. It is not hard. It's easier than making your own meal. And this is what my dog eats. Well, thank you for joining me today in today's edition of Garden Canning in the City. I hope that you enjoyed today's video and you can start making your own dog's raw food. Just make sure to do it very slowly or they will get diarrhea. So, because it's a lot more nutrition than that kibble. Kibble's not very much nutrition. So do it slowly. And if your dog has been on a really bad dog food like kibbles and bits or something like that, you might need to switch to a higher protein kibble like Origin or something like that to kind of bridge up to raw. But anything that you feed your dog is more nutritious than some of those cheap stuff. It is, I can't even begin to tell you some of the things I see on these poor dogs. The cancer and tumors and just, it's horrible. Poor things. I feel so bad for them. So, Sparkle, say bye. Say bye. Bye, bye, bye. We'll see you later. Thank you for coming, and subscribe to my channel if you like this video. Have a great day. Bye.